Manchester United loses its first game this year in a very ashamed fashion to Fulham, a team that has not beaten us in ages. Welcome to the official match reaction, and my name is Webb. Now, first of all, the first thing to put clear is these players are not good enough. Simply, the players are not good enough for Manchester United. I'll tell you, the way we play, we struggle against teams we should be dominating fair and square. We struggle completely as if these boys were not taught how to play football. I don't think Eric Ten Hag is surviving past the summer, regardless, even if we push. And remember, we are 8 points off top four now after that loss. Trust you me, there is no way Sir Jim Ratcliffe is going to allow this. Eric Ten Hag will be gone at the end of the season. Trust you me on that one. He's going to be fired. But let's get proper into the game, into the player ratings. First of all, I think without a doubt, we miss Luke Shaw, we miss Lisandro Martinez, we miss Hoyland now. But those should not be excuses for us to fail to put together good patterns against a team like Fulham. Fulham were playing like they were the home team. They showed more hunger. They wanted the game more. We only showed hunger after we conceded in the final minutes of the game, just towards that goal, and after we showed a bit of anger, and you're thinking, what were they waiting for all throughout the game? Bruno, poor guy, was trying to do all the hard work that led to the goal, shooting, hoping against hope that something could come up. Luckily it did, and we got a goal. Again, we drop in concentration, we concede in the reverse net. Terrible Man United, terrible performance. I'll rate everyone, including the coach. I'll start off with the goalkeeper, Andre Onana. Whereas he conceded 2 goals, I thought Andre Onana, I think for me, actually was decent because he saved a few games. We could have conceded more because, trust you me, full beating us at everything when it came to our outfield players. So Andre Onana, for me, was one of the better performers for Manchester United. The goals he conceded, really, you cannot blame him much. You cannot blame him much for the 2 goals he conceded. So out of 10, I'm going to give Andre Onana a 6.5. And that was, for me, one of, if not our best performer. Go to the right, Diogo Dalot. Poor game again from Diogo Dalot. Diogo Dalot was all over the place. Yes, he would come in and try to contribute again, invert himself and contribute to the midfield, but he was exposing the wing. So we are too exposed on the left, where he was, or on the right, in our case, or on the left for Fulham. He was not there most of the times, and that is where these guys were trying to orchestrate most of the things. So Diogo Dalot, for me, out of 10, another bad game for him, 4.5 out of 10. On the left, we had Victor Lindelof. Lindelof at least tried to put in his hard yards, tried to work hard, and this, and he's not a natural left back. I would give him a fair 5 out of 10. He was fighting a bit. I'll give the Lindelof a bit of 5. I won't blame him so much. He's not a natural left back, and he has been injured for the longest time. So 5 out of 10 for him. Rafael Varane is done. Varane should be leaving in the summer without any conversation. The guy is too slow. He's too slow. He can't run. He can't play football anymore. I was thinking actually at halftime was going to be pulled off for Johnny Evans. Honestly, Varane is done. Out of 10, 4.5 for Rafael Varane out of 10, below average. Harry Maguire scored the goal. You saw that he was working hard. He was fouling people. He was fighting. Perhaps him and Onana were our better players, and maybe a bit of Bruno were our better players. So I'll give a 6.5 as well out of 10, level with Andre Onana. No player at United was even at 7. No, none of us. Go to Kobe Maino. Maino was confusing, a bit all over the place. He was not defined where he was playing. He looked tired again, played out of position. I feel like Eric Ten Hag makes Maino play poorly. For me, the problem of Kobe is the manager. I would give Kobe 6 out of 10. Proper. He wasn't anywhere close to his best games. He had his good moments, but nowhere close to his good games. But you see, when you're playing with a poor team, however good a player you are, you're going to become bad. So I'll give him out 6 out of 10. Casemiro, when he was on, tried a bit, but again, he was too slow. Casemiro 2 is done. Casemiro, we should take that 70 million quid. I'm hoping the injury, the concussion is not serious. But Casemiro, 5 out of 10. Average. Bruno Fernandes picked up a bit in the second half to force the big shots he was taking, to force a goal. I think these short corners are not working. I would give Bruno a 6 out of 10. He was, I think, close to Maguire and Onana. I'll give him a 6 out of 10. Then you go to who else? Garnacho. Oh boy, Alejandro Garnacho has keeps making the right runs, makes flutters to deceive, but he makes the wrong decision. I feel like Garnacho is beginning to be found guilty of the same mistakes we used to find Marcus Rashford guilty of for the longest time. He makes the wrong decisions. Garnacho keeps making the wrong decisions. I would give Garnacho, he was flattering to deceive, I would give him 6 out of 10 as well. He had shots on goal, and his decision making for me was lacking. Where I was supposed to pass, he was failing. Where I was supposed to do a heavy shot, he's carrying the ball. No, 6 out of 10 for Garnacho. Marcus Rashford, what business did he have playing all those minutes? Rashford is another fraud. Rashford should leave. He's not good enough. I feel like if he continues performing like that, he will not even attract a move from PSG in the summer. Yet we've got our money. We are hoping to get money from him. Marcus Rashford was another terrible performer. 5 out of 10 for me. Yes, I know he was playing number 9, but you see, the patterns Eric Ten Hag was talking about, they were just moving, but without a proper game plan. And I'll talk about Eric Ten Hag on that. So Rashford, average, 5 out of 10. Fosun, debutant, first game, he had a few touches on the ball, hitting Kobe Maino with the ball, wrong decisions made here and there. 5 out of 10. Fair enough for a boy who is just making a debut. He wasn't the worst of performers. He had a few, the few minutes he played, his 5 is okay. It's decent enough for him. For me, that is how I read. Then the general team performance below average. The general team performance was below average. 4.5 out of 10. We played only for a few of those minutes when we were building up to the goal. Christian Eriksen comes off the bench, of course, tries to bring a spark and, of course, lights up Bruno a bit. But you see, Eriksen cannot play football anymore. He can't run. He can't run. The guy is not okay. Eriksen, anyway, I think it's obvious he will leave in the summer. Then you look at the general team performance, and for me, like I said, 4.5. We cannot put together two good passes together. The game looked boring. It's like we are respecting Fulham. It's like they are a hungrier team. They wanted as if they were the home team. We had no desire at all in our performance. There was no ounce of desire in our performance. Fulham wanted it more. They were hosting. Fulham were hosting us at Old Trafford. Believe me. And you see, you can lose a game, but with a fight. Don't tell me the few minutes we fought. This team should be dominating games. We can't. Where is the progress? Eric Ten Hag talks about the progress more than he executes it. So it's more talk from Eric than what we see. I wonder what work they do during training. Out of 10, the boss Eric Ten Hag, I'm going to give him a proper 4.5. He was as bad as the general performance of the team. That's Eric Ten Hag, because there were no partner. What are we doing? We cannot dominate games. We struggled against Fulham. All games, all throughout the 90 minutes, Fulham were okay. They came in the second stanza where I thought we were, after just managing the first half, the second half we are going to get a spark, light it up a bit. Boy, Fulham were still all over us. They were still wanting the game more than us. What exactly is wrong with this team? Sir Jim Ratcliffe cannot allow this. Trust me, my verdict on this one, false hope. 8 points off the top 4. We are not getting the top 4 with this team. It's not happening. It will take a miracle of football. Aston Villa won their game. Other teams are performing. There's improvement. There are patterns. Eric Ten Hag just talks about the patterns in training. This team is progressing. And no way. There is no progress in this team. Guys, Ten Hag is a fraud. These players are not good enough. There is serious need for a proper overhaul of this squad. Hotspot. Subscribe. My name is Webb.